All right, all right. So, honestly, the fact that you picked the Mummy was interesting. That was an interesting arrangement because my next movie is called The Mummy, starring Thomas Cruise, The Mummy.
Pan, this is November 4, 09er 9er.
What the hell?
Starring Thomas Cruise and
Mr. Thomas Cruise to
Mr.
you,
Thomas
Justin.
Cruise. Um, what's funny is like, okay, so I've seen this movie. However, the first time I watched it at the drive-in movie theater, and I remember staying out till like 11:30 to watch it, and all I remember is being pissed and not remembering a fucking thing about it.
By yourself?
Me and you.
I don't remember watching that
I
at the
remember
drive-in.
driving home being mad because it was late and we stayed late to watch this piece of crap movie.
I
And
remember watching a Tom Cruise Mission Impossible at
yeah, we
the
also watched at
drive-in.
the. In fact, that
But
probably it might have been the same. It might have been the same night. But
oh,
yes,
that would make sense.
it was the second movie in a double feature, and we were sober coming home, and I just remember we were falling asleep, but we were insistent we were going to stay for the whole thing. And for the longest time, I couldn't remember anything about it. But okay, the most interesting about this movie is the surrounding stuff around it. So this movie was supposed to launch what everyone lovingly calls the Dark Universe.
Power. The nations of the world would run squealing in terror. To a new world of gods and monsters.
Jordan, do you remember the Dark Universe?
Uh, I just remember that it was gonna be like an entire land in Universal Studios.
Different Dark Universe. This Dark Universe was basically. Hold on, I'm gonna find a list of the cast. It was gonna be.
Like it was gonna have the Invisible Man. It was gonna have this. It was gonna
They've
be.
done well. They've done that in Universal now, where they've got all those characters. But no, this was basically gonna be. Um. Hold on. Hold on. Dark Universe. This was basically gonna be like the MCU, but for the Universal monster movie characters. So you had Tom Cruise as the Mummy, and then you had come on, why can't I find a good list? Hold on. Hold on.
I am
Hold on.
Bob. I am Bob.
Hold on.
Hi, Bob.
Oh, here we go. Okay. So you they it was funny is they released a cast photo, what you're probably gonna see because it's probably gonna be a YouTube video. A cast photo of all these people, right? So this is what it was supposed to be. You had Benicio del Toro, who was gonna be the Wolfman. Oh no, he was in the Wolf. No, that's not it. Hold on. I can't find a. Here we go. That terrible. A terrible cast.
The Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
No.
Whatever it was, it is. Because of all of the wonderful things he does.
Yeah, you had the cast photo was it was gonna be Johnny Depp as the Invisible Man, Tom Cruise as the Mummy, Russell Crowe as Dr. Jekyll, Javier Bardem was gonna be Frankenstein's monster, and then yeah, you had the main girl who was the Mummy, and it was gonna be basically the MCU but for Universal Marvel monster movies, and initially the launching point of it was gonna be, remember Dracula Untold?
Yes.
That was originally
Orlando Bloom.
No, Luke Evans.
Yeah.
That was gonna be the launching point for it, but it failed. So then it became this, and it's that's funny. They're like, okay, yeah, you want to do, and I don't inherently think the idea of doing an interconnected universe based on these characters is a bad one, but this doesn't make any sense because it's not even Emotep. Like the Universal Mummy is Emotep. Like your Mummy movies are an adaptation of the Universal Mummy movie from the 1940s or whatever. You know how like there's a Frankenstein one, a Dracula one? Yes, that is an adaptation of that movie. This isn't. This felt like it was an entirely separate Mummy movie that they attached all of the interconnected shit to it. So midway through it, I'm not doing a plot recap of this. Jordan, do you remember this? Do I need to do a plot recap of this? You've seen this.
I mean, it's a Mummy movie.
Did you watch this for the show?
Yeah, I think I did.
But okay, the short version is Tom Cruise is a grave robber who is looking for gold or whatever, and him and a girl happen upon a mummy's tomb. He opens it up, and it's the cursed daughter of a pharaoh who killed her father and mother and baby brother and forged a deal with Set, the god of death, and wanted to turn her boyfriend into an avatar for the god of death, but she was stopped and turned into a mummy and sent to far away from Egypt, so she couldn't do that. Tom Cruise wakes her up, and then she selects Tom Cruise as her avatar, and she's not even really in the movie for most of it. She literally doesn't show up until like an hour in, and he becomes a mummy guy. At the end of it, he ends up stabbing himself, turning himself into a mummy man, and he's traveling around with Jake Johnson, who's his sidekick now, and there's a really funny trailer for this movie where it didn't have any of the sound effects or music in it.
Pan, this is November 4, 09er 9er.
What the hell?
So it's just Tom Cruise screaming. It's really funny. It's like him like as the scene where the plane crashes and he dies. It's really funny. Yeah. The number one thing about that's the thing that I realized bothers me in movies. So at one point, Russell Crowe as Dr. Jekyll shows up, and he has to inject himself with a serum to prevent himself from turning into Mr. Hyde, who looks just like Dr. Jekyll, but like he has a Cockney accent.
They won't let me out, Nicholas. They never do.
Jordan, do you remember any of this? No, you remember none of this? And it bothered me. I realized it bothers me when he shows up and he introduces himself as Dr. Jekyll, and Tom Cruise doesn't go, "Oh, you mean like the book character? The guy from who drinks the him? You're that guy?"
Yes, I took inspiration.
But you have exactly the same name, and you do the. So is the book based on you?
It's
But that stuff feels like they saw this script was like a spec script. They saw that it was a mummy movie, and it was about the girl was evil, and it was like she turned Tom Cruise into a mummy guy or whatever, and that was it. And all this stuff involving, because Dr. Jekyll is a part of like what is essentially S.H.I.E.L.D., where they like go in and investigate.
I'd like to talk to you about the Monster Initiative.
Right, there's a name for the secret organization. I don't remember what it is. It's unimportant. But like that feels like all that shit was added on like a third or fourth pass through where they decided that this was going to be connected to other movies. Like it feels tacked on. It feels added in later drafts of this to attempt to create a universe, and it bombed horribly and nobody liked it and it went nowhere. And it's funny because they keep trying to make it happen because they made that Invisible Man movie, which you watch for the show, which they've once again tried to turn into like a jumping off point for this this interconnected universe, which I think is funny because we're kind of at the tail end of like interconnected universes are done. Like they're done. I don't think we're gonna be doing them anymore. Like I don't think there's gonna be any attempts. I think the MCU will sputter out, and then interconnected universes will be dead
for a while, and then they'll make a resurgence.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Although DC's doing all right, but yeah, this was terrible. This was really bad. I think it's probably one of Tom Cruise's worst movies. I'm unsurprised this went nowhere. Skip it. Skip it. Jake Johnson's kind of fun as his ghost pal, but otherwise skip it.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. I will say, it's one of the few Tom Cruise movies where a great deal of this movie is Tom Cruise getting his ass kicked by a woman. Like, there's so many scenes of her just tossing him around like a rag doll that I was like, man, this is uncharacteristic of Tom Cruise, because Tom Cruise, I think he's got a thing where he can't lose in his movies. He has to always come out on top. He can't just get his ass kicked. So I was like, hey, good for him. He allowed himself to get his ass kicked in a movie. I respect it. Tom Cruise, I respect it. That is all right. The Mummy.
So.
Hey there, everybody. It's Endcard Justin here. Let me know down in the comments. Have you seen Mr. Thomas Cruise's Mummy movie? Were you disappointed that the Dark Universe failed spectacularly and hilariously? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. But in the meantime, if you'd like to see our full Monster Mash special, click the box on the left. Or if you want to see a random video the YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy, you click the box on the right. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. We put new videos out 7 days a week, or you can just leave us a like. That helps us out too. We will see you all in the next video.